Yo, I wanted to make a video about the maze because I did a bunch of runs lately. So I wanted to share my experience with maze. I did Gdocs as well, as you can see. And here are all my runs with different setup. I have even more runs, but especially with Psyche, I try her first. But yeah, I really didn't like to run with Psyche. And as you can see, compared to many runners, I didn't do any run at 210% penalty. So it's the one where you remove the attack penalty. For me, for Lady Nifle, it's just basically a free modifier. I understand that doing this run with Psyche, with Lean, those characters can have some struggle with sanity. So it makes the bossing easier if you have bad luck with modifier. But for Lady Nifle, I don't think that's hurts her DPS by a lot. I did some tests. Basically what I did to have a screen here is running the first maze, the first wave, I would say, the first stage, sorry, and one with penalty, decreased attack, and one without. And both of them I didn't take my bow for sure. So it's basically the basic stats, and I just use the first the skill. So yeah, there are no intron 2 here. It's just one hit, and I wait for 3 seconds. I did again and again. And this is my result. I have an average here with an average, hit with 53,752 hit damage. The one without the attack penalty. And the run with 240% penalty. I hit for an average with for 47,271 hit damage, which is nearly 12% less damage. So it's not that much, honestly. It's kind of that much. If it was 50% less attack, that would divide our attack by 2. We don't have that much skill damage on the skill tree. Lady Nifle don't have any skill damage because yeah, I didn't use my ult for taking my screen. We only have 33 skill damage. I think we have 10% more damage. I don't remember if it's additional damage or not on the passive tree, but yeah, here are now our passive stats, and so that's why for me it doesn't matter that much with this modifier. It doesn't hurt Lady Nifle because when she ult, she can convert her skill range into skill damage, which give a lot of skill damage when you can play around it. So as you can see, it states on Misty Sea Requiem, when you enter into your friendly state, if your skill range exceeds 100%, it will be converted into skill damage at 1-1 ratio, basically. So it's really good. Especially for maze, because we don't have, like I said, a bunch of skill damage, except if you are really lucky and have it from Lamp Week or Artifact. But even those, many artifacts are damage, just straight damage, increased damage, and they are not that much skill damage, except for toys, but you don't want to play with, you don't want to take blue artifact, it's a bit too risky. Yeah, that's, yeah, she has 50% attack and 30% skill range, so that's why she's really good. Her intro, are really strong as well. The level 2 is lots of damage. 75% damage taken by her skill, it's very a lot of damage. Intron 6 is really good with the bow. It is not that great without the bow, but it's still useful for sure. And the Intron 4 give 20%, 25% more sanity recovery, which will help us a little bit because yeah, our ultimate still costs a lot, and we have probably something like 7, maybe 8 recovery per 3 seconds on maze, in the maze. So that's why I chose the Lady Nifle, and yeah, I didn't show, but she has crazy damage ratio as well here. Also like Eclipse and Lunar Earth hit a lot, and during ultimate her Solar Eclipse deal twice the damage, so it's really good, really strong. Yeah, for me that's why Lady Nifle is the best character for Maze, one of the best. I didn't try everyone, so but on the paper she's really strong, and she's after playing with her for a long time. So yeah, she's. And as you can see, my first test here was with wanewraith, because yeah, my Lady Nifle was only 887. I didn't unlock the last skill range passive, so I couldn't exceed was 100%. And it's a bit like if you start like that, you may have the same problem as me, because yeah, resources item gated by weeklies, which is really annoying. And that's why I ended with this setup. But if you with withershade, you can nearly exceed this range. I think it's 99%. So I'm not sure if it's enough or not, because it's like 99.6% with withershade smelt 0. But if you have Searing Kiss, and Searing Kiss I think smelt 2 or 3, then you will exceed your range and will get skill damage instead during your ultimate. And this is all my run. I did 20 run in this state with a Lady Nifle with 10 everywhere, and a level 4 pet Bolby. Yeah, I didn't show my pet, but this is my pet. Bolby is the best in slot for free to play. The pet give 7.2 damage taken, skill damage taken on the monster, which is really great, because it's 10 seconds, it lasts 10 seconds, and has a cooldown of 20 seconds, and which can reduce with the perk here. And I have 24% attack as well, which is again nullify quite a bit the penalty from the run. And why I chose Searing Kiss instead of withershade is because Searing Kiss is just a better weapon outside of maze. Spear are the most broken weapon in this game actually, because of that. Yeah, you have crazy movement skills with the stance, so that's why I just chose to have this weapon first. Maybe I will do withershade later on. It's only 12% skill range, so it's not that much, but it's still more damage. So if you want to maximize your damage on maze, yeah, withershade is the one you need to level up first, but I wouldn't recommend it unless you know what you're doing. And yeah, for the range weapon, Embla, best in slot, lots of damage, basically 65% skill damage when you can exceed the range at smelt 0. And even if I have Entropic Singularity at smelt 5, yeah, I have it because I did some wide run with Outsider. So it's my little gun here. And even this weapon with Smack Smelt, so you can benefit more from her passives, which can help trigger skill, basically. It doesn't feel great, honestly, compared to the bow. And the bow, you will have some rotation, which is really good for maze. Like you fire with your bow, you ult. I will explain it later, but I will show it later. But yeah, I have for me, maybe it's just a feeling, but for me, the feeling was really better with the bow. Let's talk a little bit about rotation. Many of you probably already know, but yeah, you can optimize a little bit her damage, basically for proccing for her intro 2, I would say. So basically, what we are gonna do against bosses is just landing a bunch of arrow, charge attack arrow. It's for hit. Yeah, it's for hit. So we do charge attack, ultimate. You can proc your pet as well in this time, and doing her skill 3 times. And if you want to squeeze a little bit of more damage, you can probably do some fire in between, especially during maze because we have I think 20 skill duration. So yeah, if you want to, let's say, utilize your sanity at the best, then yeah, it's basically 1 charge, maybe 2, to be sure to proc your skill for your intrinsic. Ultimate, use your pet, using your skill 3 times, firing 1 attack with your bow, and using your last 3 skill as well. And I think that's it for the rotation. So let's talk about the crystalophile a little bit. So for him, you know probably, but when you break his legs, I would say, it will break his hacks mechanics. So it will be done, and you will do lots of more damage. So basically, just firing with your bow will be enough, and pew pew pew, and then just press your ultimate just before breaking the last legs. So use your ultimate, and here, just finish it, and boom, it's weakness exposed. Then here we go, we'll just use all my skill. And if you want to optimize your finisher, as you can see, I still have the time, but here I have too much damage. But I still have the time to redo my ultimate again, and maybe landing 2-3 skill. And you just need to finish it when you still have 1 remaining charge here. Because finisher scale with skill damage, and since your ultimate will give a lot of skill damage, so yeah, just use the finisher with 1 remaining charge here, basically. Try to optimize it, and you will be fine. And it's one of the boss where you can really kill it with this strategy here. So here we have Eclosioner, and she, yeah. If you have too much damage, just be careful to not probably be under 25%, 30% HP, because she will start her tornado phase. So you want to DPS her, so you can ult at the start and stuff like that. And waiting for her to go into the middle and going to the air and spread her butterfly wings. Should probably do that right now. And in this state, it's really easy to hit her, you will deal a lot of damage, and you can break her pretty easily as well. You will see her hacks mechanics will go down pretty easily. Yeah, she lost a lot of. So maybe you want to, if you have enough sanity, you maybe want to ult again before knock down her, and maybe with the bow. But here I didn't do that. I ult again. Yeah, just for the finisher. That was not a fail, so you just need to be careful about your rotation and having your ultimate at full charge before DPS her when she's knocked down. As finisher deal a lot of damage, and that was really low HP. She was nearly doing her last phase, her tornado phase, but I still made it. So yeah, Eclosioner and crystalophile, you can kill it with 0 phase, which is really great and good for the timer. And I think that's all about my experience with Maze. Again, Yeah, I don't have that much data as well. I think I still do a lot of run, but maybe I should have tried the run with 210% penalty, but for me it's not worth. If you have any return about those run, yeah, you can you can comment on the video and tell your experience. But for me, for Lady Nifle, it's just a free modifier. Bye bye, see you next time.